Our ski jumps. Now, you're just going to get down like a catcher, just like this, and you're going to jump as high and far over as you can laterally. Now, usually when I jump, I like to use a line, just so I have something to jump across or jump over, and then you can kind of test where you're at and how much you're improving. So if I were to test myself in this line, I would be able to say, okay, I'm going to jump 2 yards, and then as I get better, 3 yards, and so on. So I'm coming here, we're jumping as high and far over laterally, back and forth. And as you go, you'll notice yourself being able to jump a little farther. Single leg lateral hops. Now, like I said, you're going to do this for 10 seconds. Now, as you already know, tracking and measuring is the key to this workout. You need to be able to count how fast you can do things, so every single week you notice yourself getting better, 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 better. And as your times go up, you're going to be quicker and you're going to start breaking more ankles. So the first one we're going to do is single leg lateral, and you're going to count every time you cross the line. So you're going to stand on one leg, you're going to get a line, and a partner. You're going to go for 10 seconds. Your partner counts every time you cross. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to go 10 total seconds. Now you're going to do it on your right leg. So this is the first exercise, 10. And then you're going to do it also on your left leg. Now one of the legs is going to be a little easier than the other. Mine, it's easier on my right leg. So you're going to count every time you cross the line. This is the single leg, same leg. With this, you're going to jump off one leg and land on that same exact leg. Make sure you're sticking that landing. This is really going to emphasize on your balance and your coordination as well as your explosiveness. All right, this next jump is what I call the scissor jump. Now there's two variations, one to the lunge jump, one to the scissor jump. The lunge jumps are a little bit easier than the scissor jumps. So a lunge jump, all you're gonna do is you're gonna get down in a lunge, just like this. You're gonna jump, and you're gonna alternate your legs in the air and land back into a sprinter stance. So it's here, down, and you're just gonna switch. Now, the more advanced way is the scissor jump. So you're actually gonna kick your legs now. So it's here, and those are the scissor jumps. So be sure you have the right core strength, be sure you have the proper balance, and make sure you can do these exercises before you move on to the more advanced version. This is the tuck jump. With this exercise, you want to start in a catcher stance, you want to jump as high as you possibly can, and you want to tuck your knees upwards. These are depth jumps. Start on the box, jump off the box, and then jump as high as you possibly can, almost as if you're testing your vert each and every jump. This exercise is the eccentric squat. Now a lot of you guys are going to have to do this with just your body weight because it is more advanced, but for those of you who are already strong, you've been in the weight room, you're more advanced lifter, you can do it with a barbell, but you can also do it with dumbbells. So for an eccentric squat, all you're going to do, if you're using a barbell, it's right here. If you're using dumbbells, you can hold them out here. So you're going to go down really, really slow. You're going to go 5-second tempo down, 1-second tempo up. Now if you're doing it with no weights, like I'm doing it right now, your concentric phase on the way up is going to be explosive to the point where your feet come off the ground just a little bit. So it's here, down, 4, 5, explode up. So a little bit of a jump, and you're going to repeat. Down. Now if you're doing it with weight, you have barbell on, it's just going to look like this. And you're just going to come right back up. You're not going to let your feet leave the ground. So be sure that you're going eccentrically down for 5-second tempo, and on the way up, it's a 1-second tempo with no pause in between. And those are your eccentric squats.